You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Hi guys, Captain Paladin LP here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Master Quest Edition. In the last episode, we completed Lord Jabu-Jaub's belly and rescued Princess Ruto from the marinating the Baronade, whatever you want to call it. But in this episode, well, to be honest with you, this is a post-commentary episode. There's a couple things going on in this episode of Zelda here. First things first, I think in this episode we're going to go ahead and retrieve all the gold skulltullas from the various dungeons that we could not get with the items we had at the time. But now that we're fully equipped, I have now the Ocarina of Time, a boomerang, and bomb bag. Usually that's the minimum requirements for it, but for these gold skulltullas, you would need these items just to get these gold skulltullas. So we're gonna spend the next little while walking through this dungeon. Go first to the Great Deku Tree once more, and getting all the gold skulltullas that we can or retrieve the last ones rather. But let's go ahead and get back in here. I will admit, this is a post-commentary episode. I had in hiatus for a very long time, more or less. I've been sitting on this episode for a very long time. I have not recorded. I know, as you may know, I haven't recorded much of this LP for the last 2.5 months, more or less. But I think the last episode was like early May, right before my birthday, and I tell ya, it's been one heck of a... I don't know why I did that. Oh, yeah, I remember. You can get this guy here, because he's going to be a pain in the booty. But note that you can kill these Gomas with your boomerang. Instant kill, more or less. So that's an advantage of coming back here with a boomerang, but yes, finishing my train of thought on this one. This is 2.5 months later after recording this episode. I've been sitting on this episode for a while. This was meant to be released right after completing Lord Jabu-Jaub. We just never really got around to it. But oh, look at here! Ow! Little pervert! Yeah. Big Deku Baba pervert, or whatever you want to call it. Oh dear me, what's wrong with me today? It's been a long day today, to tell you the truth. But right now we're going to go ahead and retrieve. There were 3 gold skulltullas that we were not able to retrieve in this area because we did not have the appropriate items. I also used brought bomb chews with me because that would probably make this one a little bit easier as well, getting this gold skulltula coming up. This will be number 2 in this dungeon that I will be recording. But yeah, there you go. That's number 2. Gotta kill off these spiders, and then there's this ladder back here if you want to get this ladder. But I think at the time when making this episode, I was actually going through, let's say, my ex-girlfriend was breaking up with my ex-girlfriend, and at the same time, I had little issues with my family obligations, and not only that, summer was just plain hot, more or less. I mean, where's that? Oh, jeez. Enough already. Shut up. But yeah, it's been like a long summer, and we're kind of wrapping up summer now. It's almost August. It's the 30th of July now. But we're going to use a bomb chew right here to destroy these boulders out of the way. I recommend using the boulders for these, or using a bomb chew. Bombs will work. I think you can probably time it, but I recommend bomb chews because of the smooth surface that these are against. But this will be number 2 of the skulltullas here. So I kind of recording without my AC power cord, so I'm kind of like having to prevent my screen or my monitor from being turned off after 5 minutes. But I don't know what. I guess you could probably use your Ocarina of Time. I think that's what Navi was just pointing there. I guess if you wanted to use bombs, but you needed the Ocarina of Time to actually make that work. Oh, excuse me. I don't think so, sir. Oh, mercy. Oh, you got out of your egg. You definitely got hatched, that's for sure. Oh, my God. Kind of reminds me of the Garfield and Friends cartoon, Sheldon. I don't know if it was a cartoon of the 1990s. Along with Garfield and Friends, the side cartoon would have been U.S. Acres, and if you remember the chicken that was just caught in basically the walking egg, more or less. He was named Sheldon because he always walked around in his egg, more or less. But we're gonna go ahead and go up to the 3rd floor up here. I don't think, mind you, that there was nothing up here. I don't know why I came back up here, but technically there is no more gold skulltullas in the 3rd floor. I think I already got that one whenever I was just here, if I remember correctly. But we'll just kind of go through to guess the little parts of the dungeon. You're going to see like a tour of the dungeon a little bit. But there's really nothing here. As you can see, this is where you got the compass, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or the slingshot. I don't really remember. It's been a while. But alright, now all we can do now is just actually go drop on down to the basement here. But yeah, go down here. Now we need to go to where there's 2 down here. One of them was inside a secret room. Oh, big Baba. Whoa, excuse me. Don't think so. Alright, we gotta go through here. There's nothing really here in this room. In here, there's really nothing here. The only exception and thing that's in here is that right up there. Of course, you gotta watch out for that. Also, there's that block of time ahead that you see with that big skulltula. The only way you could have actually gotten that was, of course, the Ocarina of Time. Oh, well, that was a stupid move. What was you thinking, Paladin? But yeah, I was having so many issues, and I decided to put this LP on hiatus. Just go away. Just go away. Enough of you. Because this LP, I didn't mean to abandon it, but I just got so tired of it. I wanted to finish it, but not only that, but my co-commentators for future dungeons were also busy, and I decided to just put it on hiatus for a little bit. But now that we're actually doing one, I might pretty much start working on finishing this LP. So you have to be right in front of it, jerk. This is very selfish. You have to be right. I mean, really facing this thing for this to work. It's kind of weird. They're not exactly forgiving in terms of how you actually have to face these things, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's only just 50 rupees right there. Really not that necessary to get, but if you're short on change, you can come back and get this. I mean, it's really easy to get, as long as you have the Ocarina of Time with you. Now we have to get this block back, because that is our stepping stone, because this used to be just a regular block you can push around, but of course, this being the Master Quest, they're gonna make it a little more difficult. There's nothing in here really. In this room, there's in this upcoming room, there's a gold skulltula right up here. You see that where Navi's pointing. First of all, let's get rid of these bats. Get rid of those bats right there. Keys. You eliminate that where there's really no pose in these graves, so you don't have to worry about that. Thank goodness. I mean, that would really jerk us if they put those in there. But we'll play the Ocarina, or the Song of Time, actually, with the Ocarina of Time. Make all these blocks appear. And then you come, like, go up in a spiral, so you just gotta time your jumps just right, because these kind of, it's kind of like a weird, spiral that you have to go up on this. And you got a couple more, just kind of, I think this is, and this is where like the top, but where the camera angle goes a little weird. That's what kind of be a little, jerkish about this, but the adjustment of the camera angle can be a little bit of a problem, just to get this one gold skulltula here, as you can hear in the background. Excuse me. But otherwise, I've been doing okay. School's been okay, but I'm sorry I had to drop this LP, but I'm going to slowly pick it back up. But here's the third gold skulltula as we speak right here. Just gotta get it with a boomerang. There's about the only way you can actually get it if you have the boomerang and Ocarina of Time. I mean, that's just no ifs, ands, or buts about this. There we go. Number 3. There we go. And number 4 is in this next room. It's basically the secret room now. I probably mentioned it in the logo, next logo, or overlay, that Din's Fire. It's really, you can have Deku sticks. The minimum is the Deku sticks. And you can press that switch where it'll light those torches, just temporary. But Din's Fire is, of course, optional here. But it's kind of nice to have, just saying. But go ahead and destroy all these Goma larvae here. Don't need to worry about those anymore. And you can see right on the wall there's the number 4. So we're kind of going to go ahead. And I think this, when I did this, I transitioned the video straight to the Dodongo's Cavern. So that will be number 4. So this will be number 4. Gold skulltula here. There we go. So we know in a few seconds here we'll go ahead and transition to the Dodongo's Cavern. So I'll see you guys there in just a moment. Okay, now we're here. As you can hear in the background, we kind of changed dungeons here. And I must say that when I did this initially, when I did this dungeon initially, apparently, as usual, I had to redo this dungeon again with a different file, and I thought I had recorded the first 2 gold skulltullas. Now, which ended up not being the case in this part. So, in this dungeon, I managed to get one that I didn't get before. One of the, last ones. But apparently I had gotten two in another recording, and this one I just didn't document it. So what I'll do is go ahead and whenever I get to the fire temple, I'll document them on my own time. But there's really only one that I actually get in this one, so it's unfortunate that at the time I forgot that I just had to override my previous recording of this dungeon. I guess the audio was just. I think the reason for that was my audio was just for the video itself was not that great. It was pretty crappy. So what I ended up doing was I'll show 3 of the 5 total. What it'll show is only show what I'm trying to say to get this right. It'll only show 3, even though I've gotten all 5 already. What I'll do is when I come back as an adult, I will show the other 2 locations. And I'll kind of just introduce the episode, kind of like an introduction to the fire temple. So as a post commentary or something like that, just to document where the locations are. So that I can do on my own time. But actually, there's 2 of them I get. Never mind, there's 2 of them I get. Duh. But I think one of them is coming up right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's one in here in this room. Or this is not the right one. Oh yeah, there is one right here. Alright, there is one right here. I probably didn't document this one. So, let me... Hold on just a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, as you see right up there, alright, I kind of had to make one spur of the moment. So, alright, so I managed to find 4. Now, I don't know about the 5th one, but we'll see if I got all of them. And if I forget any more in the future, I'll go ahead and make a post note some other episode. Probably after the, most likely after the Forest Temple. I'll kind of do a postscript. But technically that's number 3. I labeled it as 4 because number 3 I labeled as the one coming up. So just kind of a little notice here. I didn't know. I guess I might have skipped over this one for some reason, but now that we're heading backwards to the place where we fought the Visifals on the 2nd floor up here. So what we're actually doing now is heading backwards a little bit. Kind of bizarre though that I actually had to do one spur of the moment, but things happen. I mean, they're just things that need to just be out of their control here. I might have missed it when I was skipping by or something like that, but who knows? I might have gotten them all, but we'll see. Because I know. Alright, so I think this one coming up is number 2, labeled number 2, maybe. We'll see. We'll just see what happens here. I think this is number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think there was another one that I'd gotten in this one. And so we got the gold skulltullas from here. Yeah, this one's not technically number 3, but I just go ahead and just throw it as is. It's number 2. No biggie. But kind of a crazy thing when you edit these things, you kind of forget, review some things, but But I think there was one of them that we didn't actually get a chance to investigate. Ow! I guess you could say they went in order as I saw them. Pretty much is how it is, but kind of be careful. Watch out for the bat behind you, because they're virtually plaguing this entire dungeon mostly. But watch out for those down there, because those will jump at you if you're not careful or not watching where you're actually going at this point. So let's go ahead and get through this. I guess I could probably cut ahead, but relatively there was no point to well, actually I did cut ahead in the original one, but and this is where we just actually had to light the torches. I don't think there was one in the one over here, if I was mistaken. Let's go ahead and just... I think this is where I actually attempt to put the light the torches again to open that door, but I don't think there was anything in there, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just have to wait and see, because I remember doing that. You know, remember the episode I did kind of the opening to Edgar Allan Poe, The Lady and the Tiger. That was kind of a well, I kind of borrowed the idea from Nintendo Capri Sun at the time. Go figure. They're not exactly original, but I figure it was one of my favorite poems or kind of short stories of his. At the but. I mean, granted, it was a kind of a barbaric thing. You know, you're not supposed to love a princess, but I mean, it was forbidden because usually, of course, in every kingdom, then every marriage is just about arranged out of power and wealth and all that, fun stuff. But we gotta just go ahead and go down here. I think there is one that I was not able to record. And I'll find out, and I'll go ahead and make it a postscript as number 5. Because I know I didn't get the 5th one. I know there was at least one in this one. I think there was another one in the last one. In the Lord Jabu-Jaub I did not get, so I'll redocument those whenever I get a chance to. Whenever I get the opportunity. So... go through here, the room with a staircase, and you gotta go through in this room. And you see all these blocks of time, and it's a big row. This is why you need the Ocarina of Time. And as you see up there, there's some spiders, and there's some failed pixelated graphics. Of course, my Adobe doesn't like MPEGs anymore, because that's how I render them nowadays. But go ahead and... now you have to play the Song of Time for each block that you face. And that's what probably sucks most about this, is you have to face each one. But go ahead and just turn on the... I might have to plug it in here. I don't know. We'll go ahead and work on it while I'm talking to you guys here. But you just gotta see if you can kitty corner your shots here. Play the Song of Time as you go along, and it could get really dull. But if you want 100% this is how you do it. Now, I think I'll repeat this at the beginning, though. The overworld gold skulltullas are in the same spot as if it was the original. So, kind of shoot that down. Make sure it's not in your way. There you go. I don't know why the hell I did that. I just got excited, apparently. We got excited. We can't sleep. We got too excited. Yeah, okay. But play it one more time. Actually, I'll need to do it one more time as well. Oh no, it's right there. Never mind. We're right there. And why is not... Oh my god, I didn't place this one. Hold on just a minute, guys. Resume. And 3, 2, 1. Right when the thing goes. Alright, so now we got all the overlays that we needed. There is another one I have to get. I'll find it later. So let's go ahead. I think right now we're gonna go find the last location here in a little, probably at the beginning of the fire temple. I'll probably do the same for the missing locations ones I thought I did in Jabu-Jaub, but go ahead, race on back to go through. I'll get past these teriyaki tektites here. Okay, my laptop is finally plugged in. Go rate. Well, what a perfect episode this was. Some actually had to do was post-commentating. What the hell's going on here? I'll have to do more editing whenever I get the audio on place, but it's no big deal because we're actually almost done. We don't have to do much more. I guess what I could be doing is go ahead and somewhat winding down the post-commentary because, as you may see in your YouTube counter, that we're over halfway done through this episode now. Just so you know, what I did was I added scenes from the kind of the cutscenes from the transition from child to adult Link. Now, I did this as a bonus feature to this episode, so I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna mind if you watch him or don't watch it. That's fine with me. But it's kind of a bonus thing, so because probably when it reaches about 31 minutes or so, I will be wrapping up the post-commentary, so... And then we're just heading back to Zora's Domain. We're going to do one thing at Jabu-Jaub's belly. And I think what I'll do is, I think there was one or two that I, again, didn't post in the video. I'll post in like a post-commentary form. I'll probably do it like maybe for Jabu-Jaub ones. I'll just do like the beginning of the water temple or whatever, sort of like an introduction or something like that. I'm gonna play the Ocarina time. Zelda's Lullaby here. And we just gotta race our way through Zora's Domain here. Yeah, run, Rudolph, run. I'm sorry for the bad commentary. I really apologize, but some of this stuff I should have had done before. I don't know what the heck happened, but don't mind it. It's all good. What we're going to do is go through here. We got to go through Jabu-Jaub. Just a small portion. All you would need for this last one, or this one that we'll be doing, is your Ocarina time. So nothing really special about getting this one. It's probably the only one that you would actually get wouldn't be able to get if you had to you know, come back to this. You would have to repeat it for sure. Let's get by this pest here. But I think I am going to go ahead and wrap up my commentary because it's getting really close. I think we're not about couple minutes. Let's see, what is it? Starting about 32. So yeah, it's alright. 30:25 according to my counter here. I don't know what it'll be whenever you have your counter, but we'll probably be seeing what I will be seeing here shortly. But go through here. And I think in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we will be going to the Forest Temple, as promised. I'm not sure if nothing's down here. Just and there you go. That is your last one. In the next episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we will be going through the Forest Temple. And hopefully this will have a better run at that. A lot much more successful run than what we've had. I just put this episode just recently, so it's kind of like everything's spur of the moment. But if you like this video and want to see more, please leave a like and also subscribe to my channel if you want. And also check out my fellow gaming mercenaries, Little Keef, I'm R92, and Jesus from What About Gaming. I'm sure they would love your subscriptions. Also, just a side note, there's probably like a 75% chance there will be a guest commentator for the Forest Temple, so I will announce that whenever the time comes. Aha! Excuse me, don't think so. But I think we're almost done here. We just gotta go outside. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will, after we leave this episode, I'm going to shut up now. So this has been Captain Paladin LP. And hopefully you'll have a great night. I'll see you guys in episode 67. I promise to release these more, so take care, everyone. Good night, everyone. Say ah. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, and scene.